Alrighty, we're back. This is the second part of episode 3, where did have a weird log out issue maybe 5 minutes ago, give or take, and I just finished looking at the video to make sure that it recorded everything. It did, so it kind of abruptly ended. I have done nothing except for check that, and this is still the same part as when I took and I cut the other. It was long enough for me to check, be like, yes, it's working. So we just finished making the second orange chicken, and we're going to try finishing the rest of these. Shouldn't take too long with it. Black dye shouldn't be too hard to make either, because I think I can use a cutting board. Okay, you really need to stop doing that, because there was no reason for that. For some reason it keeps wanting to do that. I just had the screaming goat. And we got flux dust. So let's see. I think it's charcoal, maybe? Charcoal, where I am. Oh yeah, we have iron. Let me get a piece of charcoal. We're gonna try it. Let's see how good my memory is. Because, yeah, it's usually not that good. Let's see, there go 2 pieces. And I think I use a stone hammer. We're about to find out. And hopefully... I do have my moments. Hopefully we can get a black chicken out of this. At least yeah, of course it won't be that easy. That was to be expected. I mean, we had a quad spawn from 1 egg. You can't really complain about 2 eggs not giving part. But if we can get just 1 from this, that would be nice. Because that's all we need to be able to produce them. I'm still gonna try 2 at a time. It will eventually pop 1. Give that a second, we'll go ahead and get all 3 of them. And then we'll take and try getting a 6 light. And it only takes 1 to be able to make the rest. Oh, that made it easier. We went ahead and got both. Oh. Black chicken done. Light blue. Well, here's where I'm going to take and make this work out a little easier. Let's go ahead and do that because we're going to need it. Let's get away a chicken in that one. And let's start doing the fun part here. I really need to get those up because those are going to just be annoying in the way. I know I just had to brush. I'm trying to remember what I said. There it is. Let's go ahead and get these up, and then I'm going to go ahead and make more roost and storage things for it, because honestly there's no reason not to. Because if you go ahead and do that, you can have it from the corner to corner, be set for pretty much everything. All I have to do is put feet in each one, and I'll guarantee to have enough each die and not have to take and worry about the other part. So in the long run, it's a lot easier and a lot better to do. I sure did that earlier, but yeah, I got it. Not even going to exaggerate, I did not think it, even though I'm pretty sure I said something about it earlier. Let's get him out. We'll go ahead and just do this the best way. Set it up fully. And yes, we want auto output. Do I have any of the things over here that they could just be kind of done with it? Not fully, but not far off either. Let's go ahead and just make a... Oh, I didn't want 2 stacks, but it's fine. Should I probably just did it that way? Pretty sure it's just that. Yep. It's better to go ahead and get this started off as quick as can. Right. Feathers. Bone. Usually I would do these in actual order, but I'm honestly not too worried about it, because as long as if it gives the product, that's all that matters. Right click. Don't remember if it'll let me. Oh, it will. Ain't that nice? Where you can craft back. I thought we could, but I think in one of the first episodes, it's either the first or second episode, I tried to remember how to do it, and it was like, no, you can't do that. But that could have been just me being a little dense to it. But that honestly surprised me. And we're gonna put that. Does it show that there's any issues there? But we'll go ahead and do that way. And let's see. That's decent start. This is also why I like having two of each. I know how far off I went with them. But this is going to make it so much easier. Especially whenever taking needing different colored dyes for them. Well, I have most of the dyes good to go. With this, eventually I'll make the locking part and stuff for these. But, yeah, there we go. Now as I need different combinations of dye, I can get so light blue, so white and blue. So, let's go ahead and give a little bit here. We're gonna run through these eggs like they're nothing. That's all we needed. Now it goes a lot easier. Technically we have that done. Get some more seeds and realize these stuff. I could possibly upgrade these seeds, I believe, but potentially, but I need to take and get. Yeah, I might have to upgrade. So I'm pretty much stuck where it's at right now, which is fine. I don't really need a whole lot of stuff just yet. And this is why I'm making a chunked area. And I'll probably do this as a 2-chunk part for these. So, light gray. I'm pretty sure I got the light gray part over here for this. If not, I'm pretty sure of it. I can take and I can get it as needed with combo. And I will be probably needing to make more of the things, which I'll do after I get a couple more chickens started. Can we get one? Oh, we cannot. This one's trying to give me a hard time, it seems like. But, I mean, that's how RNG works. We will get it, it's just... I wanted to show how to get the basic ones, because everything from this point, they're not hard to do, because what I'll end up doing soon is going to basic breedings, and that's how we get all the other ones. Light blue with water chicken makes clay. Light blue, breeding with ours. Yep, that looks like it's the only thing, but yeah, I mean, you can breed each one to make different parts. Stone chicken. We will be making the water and stuff. That's not hard. That, all honesty, I could be making the water and getting that going, but the only reason I'm not yet, I fear I'm showing how I'm getting these, because what I may end up doing is some of these and future part, like a rotten chicken, literally bone and pink, is rotten flesh, and all it is breed ups. So what I may do whenever I try doing the progression thing, you've seen how I've bred these. We got a Loopy. Now that's exactly what I needed, honestly. Got a feather. Does that mean if I give you the feather, we can both be tickled? That is a horrible joke, but... Okay, what we're going to end up doing here is we're going to transfer all these over into that, because that's just a way better thing to put these in. Because obviously more room. More room makes a huge difference. Let's set this up. And what I was saying before the sidetracked me, because the attention span of a goldfish at times. That'll be me. I may take and try making like the chickens on the breeding ones, not crafting ones, because breeding ones, literally, they're guaranteed on the part. So if I was to breed like the copper one, let's use that as the example. If I put the yellow and the brown one in here, I will get the copper one. If I put the green and brown one, it is a guaranteed oak chicken. So it's basically just doing the first ones, but there is chickens later that I have to craft, like the lava and the water one, which you've seen the part for that, but I will be doing those on screen. But I may take on the breeding ones whenever I'm clearing this out, that way I can move this and tidy it up. I may go ahead and breed out some of the tier 2s. That's simple. I mean, it's literally just putting the two corresponding chickens together, putting the seed in there, and going from there. Now, I will not be crafting any higher tier seeds or anything like that until I'm recording it. But I figured simple little parts like that could make it where it speeds up a little bit, and I'm not just doing cosmetics, I'm not just doing repetitive stuff, because as much as some may like that, it will take forever to get main progression done, especially whenever I'm only recording, or I will be recording on average maybe 45 minutes to an hour, because again, I don't edit in my videos. Wait, you cannot make this crap up. I just had another quad. Oh, I was wrong. There was 5. Because that one did not produce one. But everything that's in the part that happens, even whenever my game goofs up, the only thing that I will do is I will pause, because I will not show my personal stuff. And I think that is something that's understandable to all and should be respected by all with that. So I do pause on that part, and immediately after it's done, I take and I'm right back at it. The part 1 of this episode shows that, because that's the reason that this is a 2-parter instead of one longer episode. But this stuff happens, and I can't blame anybody for taking, maybe getting a little discouraged and stuff, but you getting to see how it does when I play, and you get to learn some of the stuff that I have either learned or enjoyed doing or whatnot with it. But that doesn't mean that it's gonna be too boring, hopefully. But I also know and understand that this may not be everybody's cup of tea on how I'm doing it. But if you are enjoying it, I am really happy. I'm hoping to make more content that you do enjoy. Just may have to bear with me because I am trying to update stuff as I go. Whether it be programs I'm using to pretty much any of the parts with it. Because hopefully in the future I'll have a better headset. That way it's not as background noises that you hear at times, because I know that is picking up some, maybe not a whole lot, and I will be the first to admit I do not like hearing my own voice. I don't know if I'm the only person like that, but yeah, I'm just not a fan of how my voice is. But hopefully it's not or it don't affect how everybody enjoys the content. Because, all honesty, I don't make videos for like becoming real popular or anything. I don't really care about that. What I care about is making friends, trying to help others out, and if I can come up with an idea that nobody else has, or coming up with just weird parts or unique ways of thinking or whatnot with it, I would like to take and share it, because to me, I've always been one that wants to learn as much as I can, and I like to share what I've learned. Sometimes it may be the most useless knowledge, but sometimes it may be stuff that everybody may know. But if it's something that I find interesting or potentially helpful for others, even if it may not help you specifically, like as an individual, I'm sure that there's probably somebody that watches or may hear about this, and it could give them ideas and help them. And if that is you as an individual, I'm glad that I'm able to help. But if it's not you specifically, if would like to share to help others, feel free, because we have enough people out there that tries to ruin it for others, or to take to without trying to make it sound bad or stuff, because I like to take and talk while I do projects, especially whenever it's, again, this is a rinse and repeat, so want to try making it where it's kind of entertaining and you're not just like, well, he's just over here doing whatever on this, and it's not really entertaining and stuff. So I'm trying to make it where it's hopefully a little entertaining and knowledgeable. I would say I would do live stream part. I don't think my internet's strong enough for it, so this is the only way I can take and try having simple conversation at the same time as coming up with ideas, and sometimes whenever I do like this is how I come up with new ideas. I just randomly do it because that's just how I figure stuff out. And I know that's not everybody, but for any that is like it, I know where you come from, and there's nothing wrong with it. Everybody has their own little quirks. This is just one of mine. I like to ramble. I like to be spontaneous with stuff at times. That's why I try doing so much random crap on here. One minute I'll be doing one thing, and then the next thing you know, here I'm doing like the chickens. Next thing you know, I'm over doing a mop farm, or trying to do some type of random part to this. Because whenever you play mod packs like this, you kind of need to do multiple things, unless you're playing with a group. Now, if you play with a group of friends and stuff, everybody can be synergetic with it and help each other out and be able to go from there with it, which that's great. That makes all games more fun. But whenever you're one of the ones that's like, I like playing with myself with it instead of with big groups and stuff, and you're just trying to learn. Well, here's an easy way to do it. This is more for the ones that can use the extra help with it. Not saying everybody's like it, or that there's nobody that's like it. I just try to take and make it universal as I can. But we are flying through making the colors. Oh, honestly, we're about to make the magenta, which would leave, what, 6 left. And we have all the tier 1 chickens done. With me rambling and just aimlessly going from one to the next. I didn't even make doubles of those yet. Oh, that one. Good God. I have luck today. That is what, the second or third quad? I mean, I'm not complaining, but I'm kind of shocked. Because those is actually supposed to be very rare to have happen. And yet, here we are. Yeah, I can make 2. I can do math in my head. At almost 5 o'clock in the morning with no sleep. It's pretty good. Pretty good day. Nope, we're not doing this yet. Damn it. Get away from the cats. I'm not going there. AoE those cats. There we go. Well, we're getting multiples of some of these chickens. That's not a bad thing. Brown. So let's see, is that the only ways to make brown? Oh, that's gonna be fun. Is there any ways of making 800 browns? Wandering trader can sometimes do it. Well, the number one way to make brown is the cocoa bean. So, I have no cocoa beans. Oh, hold on. Hold on. Do we have cocoa beans? Because if I crook sand, I can get it. Do I have an extra crook? There's a crook. Do we have sand, or do I have to actually break it down to it? I can break some down to it. Because that is what this episode is about. I really want to get this going and hopefully make this where it helps everybody out. I know this ain't a lot of main progressions yet, but I've learned over the years with getting just the simple stuff like this automated and going, regardless if you fully automate it or not right now, all these materials, all I have to do is twerk for seeds, and I have all these materials now. So, looking at in that type of concept, that makes it a lot better. Oh, we got onions. Tomatoes, flax, cabbage. We got some cocoa beans. Yeah, we got some cactus. Alright, kind of afraid to use just those four. And did I get before jungle sapling? Because if I got jungle sapling, I might be able to pull this off to make it better. See, this is the rabbit hole thing I was talking about. I'm getting sidetracked, but this is one of those sidetracks that honestly can't be helped. So, you would think I would remember all the parts with this, but nope. But that's okay. That's okay with it. We'll get there. Pretty sure that I can take just crook these. Yeah, crook. if I can look up. Can I get a jungle sapling? I did. Awesome. And that should be honestly high enough for the small wood. And no, it's fine. I should have used stacks, but that allows if it works. That's all that matters. What? Okay. That unique visual glitch. Oh, we're getting all types of nice wood, so. But now I can say we have an oven. Very important for it. I can put that. Nope. Not like that. It's gonna like it. Yeah. That'll work. Yes, I know that that's probably going to irritate some. But just hear me out with it. Infinite cocoa beans. And it's out of sight. For the most part, I mean, you'll see it on that part, but I had to keep it within range where I could see it. But now we can make the brown chicken. I swear if I get another quad one from this. Technically good enough there. So I'm gonna go ahead and put these down here first because shit, purple. I made purple already, didn't I? Yeah, I made purple. So without thinking, I'm making all the chickens. I made pink one too. No pink one. I was just diving through, so we're down to the last three. There's cyan. Cyan one, green and blue. Nope, I don't want to take out. Just because I don't know if it's going to take and goof up with it or not. Can we lock up with this? Can we do it with two? I mean, we did it with two standard chicken eggs. Can we do it with two cyan ones? No, we cannot. I don't know why I thought that would work, but hey, you can never tell until you try. And we're gonna just do this. It was quicker. And we can start getting some of these with a little bit in it. Eventually I will have this where it has all of them being constantly fed. We have 100% of every. But that's going to take a little bit of time. We're not quite to that point yet. But weirdly enough, we're not far from it either. And the reason I'm saying that is all we need to get into is a few simple mods, and it will take and jump start to it. And there's our cyan, just saying, whichever way you want to pronounce it. Gray. As long as if we can get the first one, we can get the others after. And any of these that we don't have multiples of, we can get multiples of after. It's not too difficult. So green and white. It's done. Let's hope we can get one from this. That is a bright green egg. And that was the last chicken. This is all the T1 chickens done. So the next thing that I'm going to be working on is mainly fixing an area. So this will be the in-between part. I will be getting the second area here cleaned up, straightened out. I'm going to match it perfectly with this one. So it's going to go straight from here, finishing the chunk. And then going to take and probably move these chickens down. That way it all fits in it. And yeah, shouldn't be too hard with this from that point. And I'm pretty sure that these will take and do up and down with it, so I may put these parts on the top of it instead of the bottom. Not sure. But we got a pretty good bit done there. And what did we get? Power. Let's see. Oh, it was for flux. Let's see. On foundation. So, yeah, what I did do, I went to each one of these guys. So what I should do, I don't remember if I showed that. I can show it real quick. This goes found. Yeah, Nick still won. But well, whenever it decides to show everything. Because I'm pretty sure I went through and showed this whole area, but what those was is these. As you progress through, you will get more echoes showing. And yeah, if I'm repeating this from a previous one, I do apologize. It is now 5 o'clock in the morning for me, and I have not been to sleep yet. So I'm not 100% if I did or didn't, but yeah, they give you quest, and then once you get to a certain degree on the quest line part here, it'll open another part at the bottom, and whenever you get that, you'll get into tier 2, 3, so on and so forth. And as you do that, go back up here, that leg spike, you'll get, let's see, I'm trying to find the one that's boxed off. There we go, like the catalyst here. See how this is blocked out? You can't break it, you can't do anything. You have to wait until you unlock it. And the way that you unlock it, completing these. So, it's always a good thing. But I'm pretty sure that this is going to take me a bit to get both episodes uploaded. So I'm probably going to call this one here. I've had fun showing the chicken process, but from here on with it, because say we go into, trying to remember what it was it this one, and then space, and then 2. Alright, here's all of our tier. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Here's what I want to see. To make these, I'm going to be doing this probably off screen for the most part, because all it is, you go through same thing that you've seen prior with making the first chickens. Now, I will make the water one before I get off here. That way I can take and go ahead and start using it for the next. Literally, all I gotta do is breed out. Oh, no it don't. No it don't. I don't even have to breed them out. Because we was lucky enough to get quads. So that means I can get, see, I'm pretty sure that there was a magenta over here before it's purple. Is that in here? Yep, the magenta. So I can do these 4 along with this one. Because I'm pretty sure it just said that it needed 4 tier 1s with a tier 1 sub. So I just gotta make sure I get another tier 1. So, yellow chicken. Okay. So, remember the process prior. Getting the soul. The only part that's going to be kind of costly to this is the iron for the buckets. Thankfully, it's not going to be a whole lot, but it's still going to be a little bit. There's only 9 of them. But I will be going through and doing some off camera. I know I've said that a lot, but I wanted to take and be clear with why and how and what I'm doing, because I know that there's a lot of YouTubers and others that's been out there that it's like, yeah, we're gonna do off camera work and get a lot of progression done. That is not me. There will not be a lot of progression done. Some progression, yes. A lot, no. And we just made the water chicken because I want to make it where we can make some progressions and have fun. And that's the only way I'm going to be able to take and do that for everybody. But as I did state as well with this, I will be taking and showing before I do it, and I will be announcing before I do it. But now that I have the craftable one, I can use it to show, well, I breed it with a gray chicken, I get a stone chicken. I breed it with a lapis chicken, I get a prismarine shard. Water with white, I get a snow chicken. And let's just show one of these beforehand. That way, well, it's a light blue. Do we have light blue over here? I know we got light blue chicken, but okay, that nut. If they haven't changed it, this should be a guaranteed part. So I should be getting a 100% clay chicken from this. Now this is slower because it's the same tier. Oh, there's clay chicken. It's a 100% guarantee. I will be breeding these off screen to go with it, and I will be getting all of the tier 2s that is able to be got. I will not make any new type of chicken that isn't from tier 2 that's breeding. Breeding ones have been stone, white, mixed dust. We got ink, so water, black, mixed ink. There's the clay chicken. So, hopefully, by me doing the stuff off screen like it, it makes it a little bit more entertaining whenever you're on. But if see that it's not, and it kills the enjoyment and stuff, I will do all the stuff online. It's just that it won't be fast. There's no way to speed this up. It's going to go at whatever speed it's wanting to go at. Just like with the RNG of these hatching out whenever you want them to, I can't guarantee that. But what I will guarantee is whenever do the next episode, we'll have 2 of all of these. This will be opened up, and I'll probably take and have some storages set up. I'll probably move these to this wall and obviously move this stuff and have it where it looks a little bit better. Won't be a progression except for if a loot bee or something drops its item. Well, that'll be part of it, but otherwise there's no progression being made except for we're gonna make the chickens. I'm gonna take and have them in these. Everything that you've seen me do, that's what I'll be doing. And getting this straightened up, ready to go, and having a little bit of fun with it to get the stuff prepped. That way in the next one, the objective will probably be, weirdly enough, let's take and see if we can't find a dungeon. I may actually try digging out in between as well. Not to take and to loot anything or to do any of the part, but like how I have this big tunnel that I dug over here to go to the thing. Yeah, I may do that to see if I can't find any dungeon. I don't care which one it is, because they're going to pop up randomly. I can only guarantee that there will be a dungeon. I won't go to it, but I'll prep, get some food. I may set up a couple of these for the different types of trees. That way we have different types of wood, and whenever do try making this look nice, well, I got a little bit of materials started up in the background. So yeah, hopefully y'all have enjoyed this. Let me know if there's any type of suggestions for anything. If want to see like more episodes like how this was, not being too part, but like me kind of rambling, getting to talk about random stuff, not just the game. If you want like specific mod tutorials with this, like if there's a mod that you're having issues with, granted, the only caveats to that I will ask for it, I have to be able to get to it where I'm at now. So if it's a mod of any of the stuff that you've seen me do, whether it be chickens, the plants, whatever, right now, up until the point of where I'm at in the video, that is free game for it. I will be more than happy to do it. If it's something that's not far out of reach, like say, okay, I was talking about different mods to help with this stuff, one of which is laser IO. You want to learn about laser IO? Well, we're getting the chickens done. I won't be doing the iron part yet, but I'll be able to get some of this stuff a little easier. And I could show how to, maybe. That looks like something I'm going to have to, I forgot that they changed the crafting part for it here, but yeah. That was a bad choice of a mod to choose. Let's see, I'm just looking for a simple part to start with. I mean, depending on the dungeon, if I can find a blaze one for it, but just random mods. I'll try making it where it's easy. If it's a mod that I can get access into right now, I will be more than happy to try diving into the area that you're asking about. But if it's something that's going to be far off into the future, like say you're wanting to learn about draconic evolution as a random part for it, well, I obviously can't do draconic evolution for quite some time. But say you want to learn how to do just iron. Now this one I can do. I can't do this one just yet, but I can make the first one, which means I can show how to make the coal. I can show how to make ferrocorn. I can show what the uses behind it, some simple parts to help with it. And as progress through, and we start getting, say, after we find the nether dungeon, I get blaze powder, I can make this, I can make eventually the blaze chicken, which a little ways off. but whenever we get that one, and we start producing blaze rods and stuff like that, I can show everything from this part, and then Void Shimmer, which that one's gonna be kind of fun. It's not too bad, but at the same time, it's not the simplest either. Oh boy. Excuse me. I'm starting to get tired, so. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that you can get that from there's a dungeon part with it as well. Because I'm pretty sure you can find deep dark areas and get it. But, yeah, on going to each one, getting Dragon's Breath, it's not too hard. Or so I think. 2 ways of getting the Dragon's Head. You can either craft it, or you kill the Ender Chicken. And I'm not meaning the, I'm not meaning this one. We have this one, which, yeah, he's basically the end dragon, except for, in his own sense, worse. It's kinda worse. Pretty sure that one's it. It's one of them that we get, but it'll spawn a huge frickin' chicken. Yeah, it'll be fun times. Yep, that's him. But I'll be more than happy to show any of the mods and stuff that are asking about and potentially needing help with. I just ask that if you ask about any of the mods like that, hopefully try doing it for considering the area and progression I have made on here and where I stand, because I can't give you in-game parts whenever I'm not in-game to do that. But hopefully everybody's had fun, had a little bit of knowledge, and it's not too bored with my rambling, especially since I'm fighting sleep with it. But I've had a blast showing some of this stuff, helping out with giving ideas. We have chickens now, so that's always a plus. But I will talk with y'all in the next one. Take it easy.